ticker symbol GTII facing the downside pressure into the target that we actually spoke of about a couple of months ago, right? Let's go ahead and go over the potentials now. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by. Once again, this is ARCa coming at you with a GTII technicals and raw price action thread of analysis on this Taco Tuesday. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community in Discord called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, you guys, so we are looking at ticker symbol GTII on the 12-hour chart here, and this is essentially the targets that we were looking at per this rising wedge. Right, so the rising wedge was suggesting, the first target that we got was actually from the breakout, taking a trend line from the top side of the triangle all the way to the bottom, right? And we applied it right over here. It's that green, that neon green line in between, this one right over here, right? So you can see the price action ended up coming right down here, very close to the target, right? It was suggesting 121, but we came down to around that target of about, let's see, 118, right? So very close and very fair. Now, the second set of bears would actually be taking into consideration a trend line from the center of the triangle top to the center of the triangle bottom, right? And that would be applied to the breakout candle, which is this one right over here, right? And we have that lined up right over here. And that suggested a bottom side of about 84.81. And as you can see right over here, this is a bottom side of about 80, about 87.50 right over here, right? So it was pretty fair and pretty close, right? So now the third target is essentially this right over here, but I'm not sure. What I'm trying to say here is I'm not sure that we have enough liquidity to reach down that low. But if we did, that's an inflection zone, right? So we want to make sure to keep price action by any means necessary above 43.04, right? As a daily candle closure beneath that can suggest some things that we don't want to hear, right? So now, let's go ahead and go over the short-term time frame so that we can see what could be happening sooner than later, right? So let's jump in to the 30-minute time frame and kind of expand our tools here so that we can get a good idea over what could be happening, right? So 30-minute time frame is still suggesting a downside. In fact, you can see it right down here on that stochastic momentum indicator. The EMA3 is the moving average that kind of influences that larger SMA 14 represented by that baby blue line, right? This right over here, right? So and also we're actually decreasing massively in volatility, right? So this is suggesting less shares traded, and then usually when that happens, just only sometimes, right, we can actually face continuation to the downside, right? So I do like that we have the RSI pitch to the upside, meaning that we have a limited low. But let's go ahead and now move on to the higher time frames, right? So hourly time frame is suggesting a little bit of an upside here. Okay, so that's pretty nice. The only thing I'm not liking is that it's not it's not as strong as I would like it to be, right? So 30-minute time frame would have to kind of expel over here. It would really have to push to the upside pretty significantly in order to start influencing the hourly and then the bi-hourly and then into the 4-hour. They're all kind of getting the sign, right, which is indicating a potential floor or soon. Right, but I still have to warn that even though we are critically oversold, there is still some iteration to where we can go lower. Like for example, here on the RSI, right, that went down to around 13%, and we're sitting right now at about 22. Right, so it's still suggesting a little bit of a downside here. Okay, you guys. So please remember that I am looking at a range here. Okay, and that range is literally between the targets of about 59.87 to 70.63. So keep that in mind, just in case you are curious about this, curious about these targets, right, you guys? So yeah, let's just keep those in mind and see what we can do for the coming days regarding this, right? So, and I don't even have to remind you how difficult it is to actually chart this ticker, right? So it is quite the challenge to chart it, as there is a lot of psychological impairment and also a lot of manipulation and stuff like that, you guys. So yeah, those are my targets so far, you guys. We'll go ahead and continue updating as the days go. And I'm also streaming it live in the morning. So if you are curious to come by and say hello to me, then, I'm streaming at around 6:30 to around 7 a.m. you know, in YouTube. Okay, so consider coming by and say hi, and you know, we have a community there. People are chilling. We're suggesting tickers left and right. We're just trying to see what the markets are doing during the day, right? You can also go ahead and join the Discord too, you guys. So the link is in the description below, or you can actually go back to the beginning of the video and you'll see that link pop right on top, right? So anyway, you guys, please remember first and foremost that I am not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Okay, you guys, I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, I wish you well, a very, very good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.